Okay, so on page 105, the first problem asks you to rationalize. So to rationalize this denominator, because I is the square root of a -1 and we don't leave the square root in the denominator, we should multiply by the complex conjugate, so 1 plus 2i over 1 plus 2i. And that's okay because this is like multiplying by 1, so we're not changing anything. So when you FOIL all this out and multiply it out, you get 20 minus 5i over 5, and you have to put it in standard form, so you're going to do 20 over 5, and then you're going to do 5i. You're going to do your 5i over 5. So when you do this, 20 over 5 is 4, and then negative 5i over 5 is going to get you plus a negative I squared, and that's in standard form. Number 2 was not nearly as fun. So first you have to FOIL this out, and when you FOIL it out, you get 3i over 41 minus 40i. Then you have to rationalize, so you multiply by 41 plus 40i over 41 plus 40i. And when you multiply that out, you're going to get 123i plus 120 over 3,281. Have to write it in standard form, so 120 over 3,281, the A part, plus the B part, 123 over 3,281 times I. And then down at the bottom, just a quick little review. You can rewrite the square root of -3 as I root 3, and with the 12, I root 3 times root 4. The square root of 4 is 2, so now I have 2, and then I have I root 3 twice, or squared, and that makes this root 3 and square undo each other, and the I becomes squared, so 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times I squared, which is -1, is -6. On the next one, I did something very similar. I put an I out front, and I rewrote 48 as the square root of 16 and the square root of 3, and then pulled an I out for the 27, and then square root of 9 and square root of 3. Square root of 16 is 4, square root of 9 is 3, so now I have 4i root 3 minus 3i root 3, which gets me an I root 3. Please take note that like on the 16 here and on the 9, we only put the positive version, or the principal root, because this square root was already written in the problem. If this problem wanted me to worry about the plus and the minus, it would have put plus and minus out front. But since there's not a plus and minus here, we only worry about the principal or the positive root. So that's why I only have a 4 and I only have a 3. On number 3, I had to FOIL, so I FOILed this, and when you FOIL it out and clean it up, you get 1 minus 2i root 3 minus root 3, and then when you clean this up a little bit, you combine the -3 and the 1 and get -2 plus -2i root 3. Please make sure this is in standard form. Go back to Edmodo. You have one last video to watch for page 106.